We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will get the first crack at it here. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They feed him again. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Well, that didn't bust for a long time. Now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Using his legs, it's Marks. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. After run, now throw. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Illinois lining up quickly. Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Finds his man down the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Here comes the hurry up. Got it behind the line. It's Dixon. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
2nd and 10 here. They want to just keep throwing it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Throwing right. Snags it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play, gets in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the grab, and they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Marks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it out quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
USC.
That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
To the air, it's Altmaier. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it down the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Branch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Makes the catch. It's Branch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The aerial assault continues. Caught near the sideline, it's Branch. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
He's going to pass on second down. Oh, he left him grabbing. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Illinois right back to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Unloads it left. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments, and those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Handoff from the gun. Knocked off his feet.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper on in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath. or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Touch pass on the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Illinois lining up quickly. Fast motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. Coming after it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect.
That makes the score USC 21, Illinois 10.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Floating away. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. And it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Illini.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He makes the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground with the counter. Bulls his way forward. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Altmaier. They're trying to get to it. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, Let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Illinois right back to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab over the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Illinois.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. He's got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Offense in the hurry up. On second down, looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fighting Illini!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. From the gun, looking for a man. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
It leads to second down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Comes out throwing on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. This quarterback is very athletic, and he's got a lot of speed. He's probably too fast for some of these D linemen to catch up, but not the free safety. He'll go toe-to-toe and go sideline to sideline with this QB all game long.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Illinois lining up quickly. Looking for a crease, it's McCray. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
After the missed connection, it's second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a man, it's Bryant.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Branch. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum. And
the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch called for and made. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
After the short completion, it's now second down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Illinois right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air on first down. Dances away again. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
USC.
And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Illinois lining up quickly. There's a live football. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Branch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
USC.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
USC 49, Illinois 32.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Fires the pass, intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And now this offense will take the field again. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Branch. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the route is on.
USC.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Ready to try the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
32.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Kickoff.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Finds the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in his head.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a reverse. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times, because if he outflanks you, he could take it to the distance.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires left. Makes a connection. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Marks. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The run from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
This time it's complete. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Finds his man. It's McCray. Offense uses the timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He can find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.